It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losing. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And taken down just shy of the 40. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. We'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A
Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benson takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Blake Gilligan on a punt here as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Smith. It's caught. Block it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing again is Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Geno out to throw.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now Geno on 1st down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say crosses at the 11-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap at the ball? The ball was popped free. They picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals 43-yard line.
Now Smith. And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. first down. It's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Throwing now is Geno. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, it's Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded at the 27. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Geno.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Smith. Got a man. It's Brown. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd down and 6 now.
Smith.
That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing is Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Anthony Richardson, a touchdown pass in the victory. It was a former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, it's Walker. There's a nice move. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Smith now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boye Mafe
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Smith.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Geno. It's caught. Lockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Smith.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Smith. And Walker has it. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Benson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They run again with Walker. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Gino.
Over the middle, he's got Chanel.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Benson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Play fake. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 5. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but
it.